I don't want migrants in episode 8. But we got migrants anyways, because we did. We made some copper crutches too. Welcome to another episode, I guess. Clearing out some spaces, actually, over here. Do I have more material yet with which to work? It only needs to be dark. It doesn't have to be. Do I have obsidian? I was kind of hoping for not obsidian, but okay, obsidian. Clear these out anyways, just so that somebody can't sneak into the fort that way. Now I have a question. Where's the obsidian? Okay, so we'll ignore our guys for a moment because it's going to take them a minute to collect in. If you let the slope having fit y as the outcome and x as the predictor be noted as beta 1, let the slope from fitting x as the outcome and y as the predictor be noted as, I think it's, I'll just say lambda 1 even if it's not. Suppose that you divide beta 1 by lambda 1. What is this ratio always equal to? Now, if you could answer that, it's already too late for me, but you'll be smart. I don't know. Let's see. We got 78. That's definitely up. I don't see any of them still listed as newbies. So I guess they assimilated rather quickly, or maybe there was only 1 or 2 of them. Actually, hey, fill that in. I'm still, I think, going to take these walls and normalize their colors. Speaking of statistical terms. Alright, statistics aside, regression models aside, we're filling in the floors over here. Quartzite and rhyolite. Rhyolite's awfully dark. It used to be middle gray, but now it seems to be dark. At least for that sort of stuff. Because I couldn't always remember how long these stretches were, I'm actually doing them bit by bit. So I use the remaining walls as a guide for those, well, that remain, I guess. Or remain to be done. Or are about to be done. Whatever, I don't care. It does occur to me that there is no exit point yet for the magmas, so that should happen. And that should probably happen... That's a tough one. What I don't want to have happen... Wait a minute, do I have 2 crocs? Stray croc. Stray croc, cool. I didn't realize I had 2 of them. Gosh, probably comes from only recording once a week. Anyways, I need a place for magma, and one thing that should not happen is it being exposed to attack, because then if the magma starts all pouring out forever, the fortress is basically lost, and that sort of thing has happened before. So let me get rid of some of this. Somebody upstairs is running their dryer, because I can hear thump, 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 thump. Recently breached into the 3rd cavern here, so I'm starting to explore and check this out and see how good or bad it is. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot by way of gemstones down here. There's, I think I saw right here, and you can't see my cursor, some black zircons, but that seems to be about it. I am interested, though, in this spot right here, because it seems to be cutting off my water source to the edge of the map where it might actually be refreshed. So what's this? Gorax skeleton, interesting. So I want to make sure that the water has a chance to normalize and remain available, I guess. Oi, 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 oi. We've got who do we have? Renunia Eslomayalumi. Hyena. Hello, Hyena Woman Necromancer. Is this the same one we've seen before? I thought it was a Hyena Man before. Oh, and Opho Romuscura, Weaselman Ranger Necromancer. Neither of which I'm ever able to catch up with. Oh, you know what? There's a big mound of dead things out there. They're probably going to animate that. Dudes, go get them. They probably can't. Others. Spuxum. Yeah, I think they ran. Already. Dang it. They're probably trying to find dead dwarfs, which probably means... I don't think they've ever been quite that specific in the past, but it probably means I should take some precautions and put in some walls so they can't just come straight in here. I don't know if this is what they're after, but by the way, did they ever put this guy down? They did. Okay, so that undead guy is no longer walking around. I'm gonna have to make a lot more. Let's see. But excuse me, there was another entrance right here. Let's trap this entrance. See if we can't get ourselves a necromancer in the future. Future, yes. Instead of future. Who cares about the future? The future is fine. By the way, ye who have asked for sound sense. Actually, screw that. I'll look into it. I listened to one YouTube video that had it, and it was vastly overkill. But I'm going to assume for the moment that, whoops, this is what my guys are doing. That I can configure that or turn certain sounds off that I don't want, because like all the really bad fake Scottish accents don't really work for me. I've never understood why people thought dwarfs have a Scottish accent, anyways. Fey mood. Uh-oh. Actually, glassmaker. Are you just gonna stand around? Yeah. Okay. All right. So that means I gotta yank out one of these. Let's hope somebody gets to it relatively soon, because I don't really have enough operating space for that just yet. Let's see. Let's check down here. Okay. Ooh. Oh, we got traders and they look human. Okay, let's deal with that quickly. G. Oh, you know what? I might have to make 2 glass smelters, but I could, because the traders probably do something about making sure he has glass to work with. Let's see, weapons. What am I trying to sell? Oh. Cut gems. Ooh, gizzard stones. Very nice. Gizzard stones. Wood, cloth, anvils. Ammo. Let's get rid of these stray ammos. Crutches, splints, ropes, cups. Yes, flasks. Ooh. Boop. Buckets. I have not actually had any success selling these either way, but let's try. Let's first try to sell this mountain gnome. Okay, and actually, do mountain gnomes show up? Yes. So this mountain gnome. Pets and cages separately. We'll see what happens. Buckets, tools, toys, finished goods, powders. That sand. That sand will be very useful, actually. I'm glad to see that. Let's get rid of some of this old stuff. Actually, let's just send it all off and just sell what we want. After doing all that, I forgot to actually record this part. But let's take a look. Yeah, that gnome's moving. And the other one that's still in the cage, you know what? Having done it both ways, there's no way to differentiate between them, but they haven't tried to move the other one yet. So that means there's a gnome on the run. Others. Gosh, there certainly are a lot of them. Where are you, mountain gnome? You've fled. You're out of here. Okay. I'm just... Yep, the other one. It doesn't look like either way works. They just get away. Oh. Who's the Jabber fighting? Jabber fights the gnome. Ooh, and he killed the gnome. Wow. Okay, Jabber kills gnome. Story at 11. Let's see. Go up here. Is anybody to... Oh, they're still making copper things. I've asked them to make some furniture. I'm going to make a bit of a place downstairs in the well house or the well room, just so that they hang out near the water occasionally and have some time off, because they don't even have bedrooms yet. Oh, there we go. Let's B E glass furnace, magma glass furnace A. Right there. Doesn't matter. It's temporary. Iron bars. Why not? I'll probably need to make a second one, so I'm going to tear this one down just to be safe. All right, let's tone it down a little bit. Read what I'm doing. There. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't always come back. It's kind of strange. So I want to get rid of the gizzard stones. All the ruined clothing. Definitely. We might come back through here and look at some of these later. Alpaca leather robe. We'll get rid of the cheap stuff first. And then decide if we want to spend more expensive gemstones after the fact. Ooh, look at all this. I have had them been, all grammar aside, making plenty of leather clothing, but I haven't really kept up with whether or not they're any good at actually picking them up and using them. Because I am under the impression, wow, this is a lot of stuff, that they don't quickly or easily pick up the new clothes. But I could be wrong. And that would be good because being wrong is good. Alright, so we got 4,200. Do we have any? We have raw glass. So let's get one of each just to make sure. I don't know if I have Clinny Clay sticking around, but just in case somebody ever wants one, I'm going to get some. Let's see. 4,100 left. So I have to have a profit margin for them. Considerate Thadar. I assume that's an instrument of some kind. Clear glass Zat instrument. What kind of things do I want? Door, alpacas, cats. There was one time I lost a person to a mood because I didn't have a cat. So I think I'll do that just to be safe, even though the odds are essentially zero. Cassava beer sounds fine. Wine, very good. Strawberries, beer. Beer, wine, brew. Can't have enough to drink, especially foreign stuff like this human crap. There's always some weirdo who wants some. So sewer brew, I know I skipped a bunch. Spirits, doesn't matter. Training. What else could I possibly want? Probably mostly just food. Rice, spinach seeds, I like seeds. Sand, I like sand. Muckroot seeds, sand, very good. Whoa! I got a migrant. Est idungob is a migrant. You are a migrant. I'm taking you off of your other duties and putting you into glass making. Stone crafting, bone carving. Those will be fine. No worries. Actually, these two will be also useful. Hello. Now, since you are alone, let's look into you a little bit. Okay. Everything's fine. Faithful worshipper of Thoth. And a worshipper of Usen, Savior Hopeful. Ears are neatly fused. Lobes are nearly fused. Slightly sunken raw umber eyes are close set. Very low cheekbones. Has a high round chin. Where did I get high from? Has a round chin. Her hair is clean shaven. Her teeth are gapped. Teeth is saffron. Hair is saffron. Skin is pink. There must be lead in my water. Likes Realgar, Billen, Onyx, Armadillo Tooth, the color olive, as do I, and if I would like my Chevy Volt to have that color, frankly, on it. Llamas for their long necks, giant wild boars for their ferocious charges, and the sound of the Sienna pantomime, which I assume is a song. When possible, she prefers to consume custard apple cider. She absolutely detests mussels, as do we all. Let's see. Dreams of creating a great work of art. Unrelated, Arab Atal Savesh has created a masterpiece, large black zircon. Curious. Large black zircon, 2,400 by itself. That's not too bad. I must have raw Gleen glass. That's all they're saying. I lost control of my buttons. So, I thought I made some, but let's make some more. Maybe he has one already? Yes, so he wants more than one raw Gleen glass. Gleen grass. Well, there we go. We got started. How many did it finally require? Just the 2. Okay, if that's the case, I'm going to cancel the rest of this. But I am going to add some statues. So let's see. Add furniture. Koopa. Statue. Where you be, statue? I can read. Okay, and I want to make details. So, existing image. Allow artists to choose. No, we don't like the artist choosing things. We are a totalitarian dwarven state. We have to be because, we're the last ones, even though mystery migrants come out of thin air all the time. Let's see. Historical figure, none of which I know. Related to site, none of which I know. Existing image, civilization, or other group. Specify a new image. Oh, okay. Creature. Historical figure, plant, tree, shape, object, artifact. I have made a few. Just none of these. We see frill, we see hugs, we see joy, we see scrape. Let's do one of each. I don't know what they are, but let's do it. The bookish magmas is an image of... Yeah. Wait, I can add? I can add elements? A tree. How many? 5. An image of we see frills, the granite-bound codex, and 5 abaca trees. That's interesting, but I don't want that. So we just say, we see frill. No. Keep. Oh, Y is done. Okay. Wow, okay. What? Specify new image. Oh, interesting. Can I choose? I can change the name too. Okay. Artifact. Let's do this again. We see frill. Change name. Frill? The frill. The copper. Chiopatherus. Okay. And escape done. Coppery frill. Referring to we see frill. Y done. I'm no longer sure that's going to happen, but I guess I'll let it flow. It'll take a little while, but we'll see later whether or not that came out correctly. If it did, we'll continue with the other 3. Now that's not bad. Sure, asabistem, blah. Glassmaker has created Uthirid tool bisek iges, a green glass weapon rack. So let's take a look, see if there's anything. The Searing Grooved, the Veil of Persuading a Green Glass, 9600. That would make a queen relatively happy. This is a green glass weapon rack. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. Circled with bands of round, brilliant green glass gems. This object menaces with spikes of green glass, naturally. On the item is an image of dwarves in green glass. The dwarves are traveling. Our work relates to the foundation of Last Bastion by the first watch of the circumstantial corridor in the early spring of 2000. Or not, 207. Alright, it doesn't amount to much yet. But I am going to make something. Library, temple. I think inn and tavern is the most appropriate at this time. So it is now a tavern. The Honorable Butter. That's not a bad name for a tavern, actually. I think I might leave that alone until further notice. But that should bring in some interesting new people. Oh, look, all kinds of caged crundles. And a reacher. How about we go slice this reacher up? Let's see, and actually take a look at the animals. Yes, tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. I don't really need to have mole dogs around, so I'm going to have them butchered. The Japper is just interesting. I don't know what to do with it, but it's interesting. Giant Olm, water cow, blue peafowl. All right. Well, that was quick. It happened before I had a chance to reload. And it's down. So let's see. Reacher's fighting. How did this work? Reacher misses the militia commander. The militia commander bashes the Reacher in the right lower leg with her bronze flail. This is just too much for the Reacher. So several more bashings and then an opened artery. So not a terribly thrilling battle. Oh, by the way, I do have some raw adamantine, which I should probably have shipped up to the top. Maybe I should make a special. I need some building material anyway, so I'm going to start expanding some of this. Let's make it go down 3, then up 3, and then the doors are on the opposite side of where I usually put them, which is interesting. Up 3. All right, so they'll start digging this out. It'll take a little while, and I'll have some of that adamantium moved into its own cache. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oriel Shuzal, actually, has given birth to a boy. So I think it's our first, no doubt among many, infants. Dwarf and baby. What amazing things are we going to learn about you? Baga, son of Oriel and Iriat. He is a faithful worshipper of emancipated autonomy, of liberating, a worshipper of Zul'Ban, and a dubious worshipper of the Orange of Amber. So, born immediately worshiping 3 dubious gods. Let's see, very thin and weak. Long sideburns are braided. Came out that way. His very long mustache is arranged in double braids. Very long beard. These are dwarves, you know. Is arranged in double beards, or double braids. Very long hair is arranged in double braids. He has very low cheekbones. His ears are slightly flattened. His head is somewhat tall. Hair is burnt umber. Skin is pink. And eyes are raw umber. So burnt and raw umber. Likes malachite, steel, wool, I want to say steel wool. Yellow zircon, kina fabric, warhammers, large gems, cows for their hunting, moose, ticks for their ability to expand, oh my gosh, and sweet pots for their round shape. When possible, he prefers to consume giant wild boar, herring, garden cress, tomato wine, rock nuts, and eggplants, and detest flies. All of this on the first minute of their life. Personally respects the law. So, I haven't finished all the things I started today, but it is time to wrap up. And I thought, having seen this might not be a bad time to do it. So, Iriat Chiav Stastrod, is this the same Iriat that was the mother of the infant? No. Well, maybe Mark crystallized. You know what? Relationships. Iriat, bone carver. Okay, so no. Anyways, the queen, Yu, was telling a story. Do we know anything about that story? Tell story. In 101, the dwarf Nish tempted Lance became the king of circumstantial corridor. So that's not much of a story yet. I wonder if it evolves over time, or just sort of is that it? Listen to stories. So they gave up on the story. What is this other story here? Play with obsidian toy boat. Very nice. Tell story! Exclamation point by the mayor, by the way. In the early spring of 207, the dwarf Ars, torch cheerful, became the expedition leader. So that's a good story too. I like that one. Well, they still haven't placed the darn copper statue. Is somebody doing that? Mostly just storing of things, constructing floodgates, which I do need, butchering an animal, remove construction, rock blocks, construct coffins. How that can't go on forever, can it? I don't see any references to constructing building, actually. Maybe I do. Copper statue. Oh, look. Copper statue of We See Frill. So even though it did not specify in the menu that this was happening, it did happen. So this is a copper statue of We See Frill. The item is a rendition of the coppery frill, an image of an image of We See Frill. The granite-bound codex, an image was commissioned by the First Watch. Interesting. Commissioned by a local dwarven government. And that's it. Go away. See you guys next week.